All right, so what does it mean to be gangster? Now I'm gonna analyze and break down what being gangster means as I perceive it, right? So let's let's start off by this. Who's gangster? All right, so majority of people believe that, let's say, Easy E is gangster, Tupac is gangster, Biggie is gangster, 50 Cent is gangster, you know, Big Pun is gangster, right? Ice Cube is gangster. You know, all these people, like majority of these hip hop individuals are gangsters, right? But let's go a little deeper than that. Why are they gangster? They're gangster because actually no. Let's start off by this. Easy E is gangster because right, he is 100% dedicated to his lifestyle. He is committed. He is willing to sacrifice everything in order to live the lifestyle that he wants to live. All right, he strives on proving to himself and those around him that he is this person. Right? He was willing to lose his. Now, Easy E was a get money person. He was a get money dude. All right, from the jump. Before he met Dr. Dre, he was supposedly this hustler. You feel me? He was hustling in the streets or whatever, and then Dr. Dre got with him so he could help Dr. Dre produce all these things. All right, it was Dr. Dre that had to convince Easy E to even get into rapping. Right, but Easy E was in the background. He was uh flushing out the money so Dr. Dre could do his thing. All right, Easy E saw Dr. Dre and what he was doing as an avenue of getting more money. All right, now in the end, even in the end, when it came to choosing NWA or his manager, he chose his manager because he perceived that choosing his manager would get him more money. Now, the lifestyle that he chose was a get money lifestyle. All right, and he was true to his lifestyle to the very end. To the very end, he was willing to sacrifice everything and anything for his lifestyle. All right. Now this goes with Tupac. This goes with all these people. Biggie, you know, Tupac got shot 2 times. He lost his freedom at least once, you know, and every time he bounced back, and he was the same person he was before. You know, he was willing to sacrifice everything and everything to prove to himself and those around him that he was this person. All right? Now, the same goes with Biggie and all that. Everything, the same goes with Biggie. And everybody else, you know, all these gangster individuals, they have kind of the same story, more or less. So that's what that's the popular concept. Like that's what most people, the majority of people, believe what being gangster is. You know, but I come to the world to give my viewpoint of being gangster. I don't come here to give everybody else's viewpoint of being gangster. All right. This is what being gangster is to me. Now, not only do I classify Eazy-E, Tupac, and all these big names in hip hop as being gangster, but there's always the doctors. What about the doctors? The lawyers, you know, the astronauts. You know, why are people so quick to exclusively brand these street people, these hip hop people as gangsters? What about, you know, the hardworking individuals? Because doctors too, they were willing to sacrifice everything and anything for their lifestyle, you know? They sacrificed years of their life and studies in order to become the person who they are today. You know, they probably were willing to sacrifice weekends, parties, girlfriends, times with family, all this stuff, probably, their health even, at times, because it becomes stressful down the line, and in order to live their life. And honestly, I think that's gangster. That's gangster to me. You know, because it comes down to an idea. A gangster person is willing to sacrifice everything in order to achieve what they believe. All right. Now, if you're gangster, it's only a matter of applying your talent. If you apply if you apply this thing to the streets, then you're gonna strive in the streets, hopefully, and not end up in jail. But you're gonna being gangster is kind of like being a perfectionist. All right, they go hand in hand. So that's just food for thought. Being called gangster or if you want to be gangster, then just think of that. You could be gangster and you could be a doctor at the same time. You could be gangster and you could be a lawyer. You could be gangster and be an astronaut. You don't have to throw your life away and do all these negative things and be gangster that way. You could be so much more and still be gangster. All right. If you like what I've said, if you want to hear more, subscribe. Peace out.